and welcome to Love Island The Morning After, the only official Love Island podcast. You are here this morning with me, Indiyah Polack.
And me, Amy Hart, and as ever, the very talented Mason Blake. Mason, what would your talent show performance be?
Being Delulu.
That's a good one.
Delulu is the Salulu.
Yep, I
It's really
agree.
just that, and I feel like some of the men on there are a little bit Delulu.
Yeah, they are, to be fair.
It was another great episode, wasn't it? We had lots of different things last night. We had couple goals. Then we had a bit of drama with Megan and Dijon and Meg. And then we had the talent show. So we've got a lot to get through. So I think we need to get straight into it.
I think we should.
So we had the remainder of the couple goals game.
Yep.
And it just went even more downhill than it did the night before last. So we had which couple couldn't handle someone sliding into their partner's DMs. And Meg and Dijon got a few votes. Was that to be expected?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair. I feel like a lot can be said. Obviously, how Meg has acted in the past when bombshells have come and they want to get to know Dijon and, you know, she's just not really having it. So I think that's kind of what they went by.
I don't feel like she took it very well there. I don't feel like both of them took it very well. I don't really feel like they liked getting picked for any of it.
One point that we made, though, was everyone sort of said Meg's like sort of kicked off every time Dijon's spoken to someone else.
Yeah.
And da-da-da. Why is nobody talking about that Meg's going to
This
get
is the
DMs?
thing.
Literally,
Because
I
Meg
feel
can
like
get DMs. Like,
Meg
she's stunning.
can get DMs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Meg is stunning. She will get lots of DMs. And how will Dijon deal with that?
I feel like it would be even worse.
I think he would probably kick up a stink. I think he's not, like the girls have said as well, he's not had a taste of his own medicine. So who knows? The outside might be a bigger test for Meg than it is for Dijon.
Do you remember that one like 3 minutes of an episode where they played beer pong and Meg snogged Harrison? And then it was like, Dijon, who would you not miss if you weren't here? And he was like, Harrison, because I don't know you, I don't know you. So, I mean, that like little 3 minute reprieve at one point in the series showing us maybe that he wouldn't love it if she got DM'd.
Meg, she actually, you know, I think how she reacted, it was kind of granted.
And she's had the worst of it
She's
in
had
the
the
villa.
worst of
So
it, yeah.
now she knows how to behave. She knows what to expect. So the outside world is going to be a breeze. It's Dijon that needs to have a look out, you know?
Connor and Megan voted for Shakira and Harry, and he said that it was a red flag if women DM'd him first, and he'd never replied to a DM. Do you think he was being truthful, or do you think he just got really defensive?
I think he just got defensive.
Yeah.
I don't think that's actually how he acts. Do you think?
No, I didn't believe it for a second. I feel like we've seen Harry in there. He's the biggest flirt going. I feel like if somebody that he found quite attractive slid into his DMs,
He would go.
even if he did find it an ick, you wouldn't find out until after he got what he wanted out of the situation, you know? So I don't really believe that.
Although he's always loved the forbidden fruit, hasn't he?
Hey,
That is true.
what do we say about
that is
forbidden
true.
fruit?
Once it's no longer forbidden, it's just fruit. It's just a pile of grapes on the side. So maybe girls going to him, he's like, this is not a hard enough decision.
Yeah,
Like, hard
maybe.
enough
Maybe that's
challenge.
why the whole kind of situation with Helena was kind of, maybe that's why they didn't really get to that point because she kind of went to him. And I feel like with Shakira, it wasn't as easy as...
There's not enough chase.
Do you know what I mean? I think he likes a little chase.
Even when Shakira said, the reason I can't progress with Connor is I've still got feelings with you, she kept saying, but it doesn't mean I want you back. And he did have to really graft her this
he
time
did.
for like a day, but it's the last week. So
It's the last week. It's the last
we
week.
don't have time. Which couple is playing it safe? A lot of couples picked Yasmin and Jamie, just saying that Jamie picked Yas because she wasn't in a committed couple. I wouldn't say they're
I
playing
was
it safe at
confused
all.
by that one.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think that they were going to get picked. I thought maybe of being like Helena or Blue, you know, but I didn't think it was going to be Yaz and Jamie.
I just think they had quite a smooth sailing because they're both quite chilled people. As I've said, they're adults, and when something goes wrong, they talk about it, they deal with it, they move on, they don't bring it up again.
And to be honest, with the whole situation, when Blue came in, he kind of spoke to Yaz. They had that little kind of situation. Obviously, Yaz was kind of enjoying the flirting, but then she kind of shut it down. So, like, she could have actually pursued that a little bit more and that could have been a whole different situation. So I feel like they kind of had been tested a little bit.
They have been tested. Even when, you know, Jamie was, what was he doing? Grabbing bums?
Yeah, grabbing bums. What did he say? Both hands on the wheel.
Both hands on the wheel. Like you said, Amy, it's a very smooth situation. There's no bumps in the road. I feel like sometimes the Islanders can just misconstrue that. When things are going too good, they think it's bad.
I think they're just securing themselves, and I think that's just that.
Just a
and I feel like
simple
nobody else
relationship.
kind of is.
Yeah.
And as
No
Connor
shit.
said later on, which we'll talk about, like it's getting to crunch time now, and you've got to look at who's strongest.
Yeah, you got to break them apart.
That final is days away.
Days.
They want that 50K, mama.
And finally, which couple are you scared to give your opinion on? So Shakira and Harry, Tony and Cash, and Yasmin and Jamie all picked Meg and Dijon. Did we expect that?
I think that was expected.
Yeah, I think obviously, not to bring it up for the 100th time, But with the divide
There's a
being
divide.
in the villa,
Oh my God,
you know,
who would have thought?
I think some couples, they just don't gel well.
Yeah.
And I do think that, you know, when some couples are given some home truths, it doesn't really sit right. And I feel like with Meg and Dijon, it's just sort of like, anytime someone gives them an opinion, they don't just sort of take it on the chin.
They
It's
get
sort of
very
like, but
defensive.
no, you know, that's my Meg, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's like, that's not the point.
That's not the
You
point.
know, we're just saying every time we try and tell you something, it turns into an argument. So
I love Yaz in these situations because everyone else sort of just accepts Dijon when he's like, no, I'm bored now, I don't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
But like she was saying, no, every time we try and give your
Yeah.
opinion, you know, you deflect it. She tried to give him her opinion famously and he said, no.
I mean, my pastor.
I'd be quite scared to go back over there after that.
That is a big rejection, to be fair.
I'm not going back after that, you know? I came up once, never twice.
Now, obviously, we did have the big conflict between Shakira and Harry and Meg and Dijon.
I think you've called every single person in this villa fake. You won't be my friend on the outside world.
No, I will never pretend to be your mate, and I've never had pretended to be your mate. I would never speak to you on the outside. I honestly can't stand you sometimes.
I can't stand you. At least I got the truth out of you for once.
It's across 2 episodes, but literally 3 minutes before in real time, Meg had been saying, you know, I consider you a friend. So is it that they're acquaintances that live in the same house?
No, I feel like Meg contradicted herself there because I think Shakira, even after that, she was very clear as to being like, you're not my friend. You never have been my friend. Everything I have told you, I've also said it to your face.
Yeah.
I think Meg and this whole I thought we were friends situation, there is a divide there. And when it comes to a situation, she's not going to Shakira. She's not going to those girls. She goes very much to her group. So I don't know how you expected that to be a friendship.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
think, to be fair, I think that's what kind of riled Shakira up in the first place, because as soon as she heard Meg say, oh, I thought we were friends, it kind of triggered her because everything that has happened since they have met has skinned nothing off best friends or friendships. So I think Shakira just wanted to set the record straight and be like, look, you're not going to sit around this game and make it out like everything I've been doing is wrong. When the truth of the fact is, we're not friends. We just live together, you know? Like they said, I don't think they're going to get along on the outside, and that is sometimes okay.
The whole divide started back in like episode 1 and 2 when obviously Shakira had to graft all of the boys except for Tony's guy, who was Ben, because she'd stolen him from Shakira. So that's why they sort of became friends.
Yeah.
Because
They had
she was the
something in
only one
common.
that like wasn't a threat to like the coupling.
God, it felt like years
Felt
ago
like
now.
time ago.
It was 3.5 years ago.
Shakira, like Tony was the only person that Shakira could lean on because Shakira was the only person like really grafting. Like, you know, we saw
She
at the
had to.
start, she had like 24 hours to make a decision of why she was going to get dumped. And then we did see when, you know, Shakira started pulling Dijon for a chat, it didn't really rub Meg the right way. She's like, oh, Shakira's stealing my man. And I think from then was when the rivalry sort of started and Meg didn't really like anyone that was speaking to someone she was interested in.
That's what I was going to say. There's literally been a pattern. I feel like everybody that is tried to initiate anything with Dijon, I think has instantly not been a part of Meg's favourites.
She's not been a Meg's
like literally at all.
Yeah. I mean, that could probably just be a personal thing to Meg, but also it's the aim of the game.
Yeah.
They are there to date.
You're
They
there
are
to
there to
find
find
your
love.
man.
And sometimes you got to kiss a few frogs,
Yeah.
you know? It's not Shakira's fault.
No.
She's back with Harry.
As Tony said, what about my peace treaty?
Yeah, it's just like, F the peace treaty, girls. It's not going to happen.
The peace treaty.
Rip it up.
Rip it up.
So there was another situation where Meg and Dijon, they chose Tony and Cash, and that caused a little bit of beef. And then Blue found himself involved yet again.
Blue is getting his word count up from the
He
first
is,
time
he
he was
really
in the
came
villa.
back. He really
had
came
3
back and he
lines
said-
last time, and he's making sure he hasn't got
Said, I
3
wanna
lines.
double
He's sure
it
he's
this
got
time.
yeah.
Being hypocritical and then telling me to shut up, I don't think that was fair. So
I'm over it. It's literally not even worth it.
He just won't let it go with her.
And the thing is, it's like she's not even reacting. At this point, she's like,
I still
I
don't
don't
know.
care.
I
Like,
still don't
and you're
care.
still going. I'm like, what are you trying to get?
Blue hasn't been shy to let everyone know that he is now going to be the person that is breaking the fourth wall. We have seen in the episode, he's talking about the outside, which was a shock to me.
crazy.
I was like, we're talking about the outside?
The fact that we know that from watching it, I feel like this has been an amazing series because A, it's been so pacey and we've literally been like on a train. It hasn't stopped. There's not been any filler. It's been amazing. But also I feel like for the first time in a long time, previous series maybe been like we're watching like a Hollywood film.
Yeah.
It's polished, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We're invested in it. but we're not part of it. And I feel like there's been a lot of breaking the fourth wall this series.
Been chaos.
Talking about the prize money, talking about what's happening when they get out, going to Aldi and etc.
Yeah, tape.
And now this talking about stuff that's happened on the outside, bringing in other characters and stuff. I feel like we're in there with them.
Yeah,
It's getting deep. No, it is. It's interesting to look at it from Blue and Megan coming in at the same time and how they're both handling this very differently. Like Megan, I think, is now kind of staying out of the drama and Blue was very much full throttle, like, who wants it?
I mean, I don't even disagree with Megan for keeping out the drama because I feel like from the outside looking in, if you have taken 3 weeks out, and like she said to Dejon and Meg, like, I've not been here for 3 weeks, so I don't want to be giving my 2 pence and saying things that I've not been involved in. I don't know what's happening. And I think that is the right thing to do. I think that's quite valid.
Also as well, we had Ben in here and Ben said, I've watched it back. I've realised I did some things I shouldn't have done and I've learned from it. And we're all like, that's amazing. Megan, when she came out, probably saw people saying, why is Megan always shouting across the garden? Why is she having a go at you? Why is she getting involved in things that aren't hers? And maybe she's looked at that and gone, maybe I do get involved in things that don't need to be involved
in. It's okay to change.
It's okay to change. Blue just missed that boat completely.
Blue, and do you know what? Blue wanted to.
He saw that boat and he was like, bye, Felicia.
Once the game had finished, Meg was quite annoyed that Harry hadn't backed her and she actually got a bit upset about it and says that he switched sides, the other side of the group. That's been sort of a theme that's run through the whole series is, you know, you've got to date someone on the same side as you. And now that he's not, he's dating across the aisle.
He's now torn
He's on enemy territory now.
It is going to be really difficult for him. And, you know, he's trying to build something with Shakira in not a great amount of time, but he's also got to try and back his friends. And I think he is stuck between like a rock and a hard place.
It's a really difficult spot for me, Meg. Like, I do have your back. I don't really know how to handle it, Meg, if I'm honest. It's it's a weird situation. It's a new situation for me to ever be in.
I get that, but now it's like you're now in that group. Now this whole divide thing is actually a divide because I'm hearing true things, what people think about me, and it's hurtful, but at the same time, it's like, when have you had my back?
There needs to be some sort of respect that they have for him as well. In terms of, like, I think it's also hard for Shakira as well because he is close with them. So obviously she knows that they don't like her, but obviously it's like you can't really stop your man from, you know, cutting off all his people. And I feel like they should have also that same thought process with it because it's like, it doesn't mean he's not backing you, 100%. But also, like, do you not want him to put his heart first?
Obviously, whatever happened between Harry and Shakira at the very start didn't blossom into anything. And then he created, like, you know, he's got his own friendship group. But I think there does need to be a boundary with Meg where she's sort of like, look, I understand that you and Shakira don't get along, but she is now my romantic interest. So whatever beef you have, it needs to be parked. And I think it also needs to be sort of like realistic. You can't be expecting me to sort of like defend you for something that is really not really worth defending. Like, you know, Shakira's got her opinions and she's very valid to speak them. And like Harry as her love interest, that is going to be who we should really back first other than Meg.
It's a bit like pick your battles.
Pick your battles.
There might be something, like these are maybe like minor things to Harry and he's like, there might be something bigger where I can say to Shakira, no, you need to sort this out, or say to Meg, you need to sort this out.
Yeah, and I feel like if there was a situation where he felt like, you know, Shakira was doing too much, he'd be like, look, babe, let's not. Vice versa.
Maybe Harry will try and do Peace Treaty Part 2. The revised Peace Treaty. There'll be a new one every day. We're on Part 4 of the Peace Treaty.
I just wanted to be the one to say, I do want to be exclusive with you.
Of course, ecstatic to explore it further. But yeah, I mean, you actually beat me to it.
And also, this is where it all started as well.
I think we might have to throw it back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Last night, we had another exclusive couple.
Yes.
Yaz asked Jamie, which was lovely.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not usually for it, but because it was Yaz, it was quite refreshing to see. Because I feel like it has taken her like a little while to just sort of open up. And from day dot, Jamie has brought out the real Yaz. So I think she just felt really comfortable.
I wonder if it was her that asked him, because in couples, like when you've got like Dijon and Meg, it's Dijon who's explored more. Meg hasn't. In Harry and Helena, Harry's explored more, Helena really hasn't. So because it's Yaz that has explored more, because it's them sort of saying, actually, do you know what? I've done my time.
And it's me.
Like having sexual chats with Blue. I want to close this off. Because Jamie hasn't really spoken to anyone else. So he probably was exclusive with
She did
Yaz.
say that in the dressing room as well, didn't he? Something like that. She was like...
It would mean more coming from her.
So maybe that is like the case. And I like that she did that though, because I feel like you could see it in his face. It made him feel really, really good. And his little smile, I was like, he's so cute.
He was really chuffed. Even when he went back to Wood to tell them, he was like, I was going to ask her, but she beat me to it. Like, it was really cute to see.
If you haven't explored with anyone else, for you to ask someone to be exclusive, it's like, please stop having chats. Doesn't
like you're kind of begging
I think it does fall to the person who's explored more.
Yeah,
just because it's them making a statement. They're all
for
you.
Yeah.
And she did just that.
I sort of wish that they'd gone boyfriend and girlfriend purely because we're 4 or 5 days from the end now.
You met the parents as well.
We met the parents. And exclusive, I personally believe, only really matters when there's bombshells coming in.
Yeah.
Like, the door is closed.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else is coming.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're exclusive or not.
It's the same thing.
I don't think me and Jamie even did exclusive.
Did you
I think
guys-
we went straight to boyfriend and girlfriend.
And outside the villa, I just don't feel like the exclusive would come first. It would like you're dating and then it's like you're then together. Like
I think
boyfriend
it's
and
just villa talk.
Yeah, I mean, back in my day, you didn't say exclusive. You'd just be having a conversation. So I don't think my head will be turned.
I get the no, my head won't be turned to anybody. I feel like that's more kind of. And
I
then,
think that's the biggest statement.
I think
to
that's
be
the biggest
fair.
statement. Then boyfriend and girlfriend, then exclusive.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's the same thing.
But as we say, it's not legally binding.
It's not.
What winds me up? and
Another thing.
Someone said the other day, oh yeah, because obviously we locked it off with that person, as in like finished it.
Yeah.
But other people are saying, oh yeah, we're locked off now. Like, and it's so confusing. So I think it should be a new rule. No talking about the outside. You have to split the money and
No
you
divides.
can't say exclusive.
I
You
think
have to
those are-
just say boyfriend and girlfriend.
I think those are really good points.
Yeah.
They should be in the application form.
Yeah,
that
in the
you're
rule
not allowed,
book.
In the
you're
rule
not
book.
allowed to do those
Love Island
things.
rule book.
The summer of love is nearing its end, but there's plenty more pre-loved in our islanders still. So let's unpack our fashion faves of the week with eBay. Twists, turns and serious serves is what Love Island is all about. And with the LI Fest, our islanders were busting out shapes and slay silhouettes in pre-loved. Connor came in hot, taking inspo from eBay's Western Night with a cowboy-style waistcoat, also previously worn by Cash. Clearly a piece you can party in day or night. But not to be outdone, the girls brought their A-game this week, with Tony sporting a gorgeous Roberto Cavalli blue dress, winning the hearts of not only the public, but also Cash. Shakira also got Harry and us all at home turning heads in an amazing Mugler number. Another win for pre-loved in the villa. Ready to turn your summer pre-loved? Shop eBay, sponsors of Love Island.
Blue decided to get really stuck into it in last night's episode. So he pulled Dijon and Harry and basically said, look, when I was on the outside, we all went out, we all went to tape. And I feel like, you know, Megan and Tommy had a bit of a catch-up in tape. Dijon kind of ran with that because he had this sort of eureka idea that Meg has not been the same since when she was in 3 weeks ago. Obviously, they now took this to Connor, told him about it, and it all got, I just thought it was a little bit messy.
And in the style of Tony, he said, I don't care.
No,
I
do you know
don't
what?
care. He said, really, what has this actually got to do with me?
I respected how he like handled that. Like I actually gave him like ratings in my book. I was like, he just was not fazed by it. I think like he's actually started to see how they just stir the pot. And I feel like he just sees it for what it is now. And I don't know what they expected him to do from that conversation.
It's also like, is Tommy in the room with us?
This is what I'm
the kiss
saying.
and the flirting
It's
in the
taken-
room with us?
Tommy's not in the villa.
This is what I'm saying. And like Connor, he was like kind of doing things with like Shakira. Obviously that didn't work out. So I was like, what she did on the outside is really not any business to the inside.
It's really no business. And when Megan left, you know, was it not Connor saying, oh yeah, would you wait for me? Straight away cracked on Shakira.
straight on. Yeah.
It
So
was
I
literally
just
while
feel
she
like-
was sat here. So it was like literally her first
bracelet's still
interview.
on.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, it wasn't really necessary. I don't really know what Blue's intention was.
To
Like
stir the
bringing that
pot,
in.
clearly.
Stir the
To
pot.
stir the pot.
You know, and when,
Bored.
who asked him? Was it Yaz? Was like, oh, which one of you guys were speaking about it? Like, was it you? He was like, no, it's all of us.
It was all of us, but no one else has been to tape
Like,
in the
who
last
planted the
8 weeks.
seeds?
So
No one's had a lick of that much
you're
alcohol.
the only one who's been out clubbing with all the dumped islanders.
Well, do you know what? At the end of the day, I do think Connor handled it really well.
I'm here for you.
And I appreciate that and I believe you. And I'm not going to have like an argument or fight about something like that hasn't happened. What I will say is when couples are going good and obviously it's getting to crunch time now, it's convenient that the boys come with a problem for me and a problem for you to make you act out of character and to make me act out of character and to turn us against each other.
Do we think this is going to really affect their relationship,
No.
Connor and Megan?
I think it's going to just make them stronger, to be
You've got to
honest.
live for today in the villa. And
Yeah.
like I say, if she wanted Tommy, she didn't have to come
She
back
wouldn't
in.
come back.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Boots is back as the official beauty partner of Love Island, and we couldn't be more excited. Once again, the Boots beauty crew headed to the villa to get the girls' grafties ready, bringing expert beauty straight to your favourite islanders. They're serving up serious glam with the hottest trending beauty brands, from Huda Beauty and Morphe to Benefit and Made by Mitchell. The girls are glowing with the very best in beauty. From skincare must-haves to makeup essentials, Boots is your ultimate go-to for everything beauty on and off the island. So keep your eyes peeled, get inspired, and remember, Boots is your beauty destination straight from the villa to your makeup bag. Last night, we saw the first half of the talent show. Can't wait to see the other half tonight and see what clowning skills Harry's got. But last night, we had Cash dancing. He's a great dancer.
He's really good.
He's
so good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Tony was getting a little flustered. He can bring those moves back to Vegas, you know, go to the club, and I'm sure it'll work out.
I feel like they were loving
Everyone
down
make a
there.
circle around him. And
That was hot, Tony.
That was real hot.
Yasmin put her posture to good use and taught everyone how to walk with
the book.
So
we was watching
it's
With the
the
book.
string.
Straight back.
I will say
back.
that when we watch the episodes, we sit like this, and then Yasmin comes on, and we go.
Backs up.
She's inspired a nation.
She has.
She's inspired
She really
a nation
has.
to sit up straight. I love them all. I can walk up and down. We had our phones on our head, didn't we?
We did,
trying to make sure that we could do it too. We didn't walk. Quite lazy. Angel and Ty's magic.
It's a 7 of hearts.
Do you think it was a whole pack
I thought
of
it was a
7
whole
and
pack of
hearts?
sevens.
Unless they taught her like a proper magic trick in the daytime, you'd have to buy 48 packs of cards.
That's
That's a
Do you
lot
think
of
they've got the
effort.
budget for that? You know?
I hope they recycled the other ones. Dijon did his PTing.
He did.
And said, we need to kill the divide.
But
and
then the
split them
divide
into the
was
same
there.
two
Same
teams.
group.
You know, like at school, when they're like 1, 2, 1,
Yeah,
2,
that
1,
would
2.
have been
They
good.
should have done that. And Meg did some circus skills. Spinning planes.
She was actually good at that.
I had to hold her boobs because she was wearing a bikini top. And then round the foot was great
That
as
was
well.
the footwork was
yeah.
crazy.
We had Helena's comedy roast in the style of
Very
An Air Hostess,
good,
very
very
close to my
good.
heart. Great, I loved all the puns
Yes.
about all the different like flying related things.
I also love the straight delivery.
Yeah.
You know, like just very sort of deadpan and sort of like, this is what it is.
Straight to the
guys,
point.
you know?
Straight to the point.
The girls sat in seat 4B. Please secure your Princess Jasmine dress, and I think you might need an extra seatbelt to secure your man.
I thought everyone took it well as well. Like
Yeah.
bearing in mind what's been going on, I think everyone came together.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all cheering each other on as well, which I think was really
Yeah.
cute.
Because especially with a roast, sometimes I do feel like
Get
when
personal.
Messi
some
Mitch
of
did
them can
his.
get a little bit, and everyone's a bit like.
Everyone was mute.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to do the talent show, Amy, what would you have done?
Obviously, an aeroplane themed comedy roast.
Nice.
I'd be like, yeah, let's do a roast. Then I'd get scared when I was up there. Maybe dancing.
Maybe some dancing.
Dancing.
What would you do, Mason?
I feel like I would try to do stand-up comedy, but I don't feel like it would land. So I feel like it not landing would be the comedy.
Make it
would be
funny.
the comedy.
Nice, fair enough.
What would
Get your
you do?
recorder out again.
I'd get my recorder out once again. I'm really interested to see tonight if anyone does do some sort of music.
Join your
So
band.
we
You
might
can
have a
add
little
them to the
recruitment.
band, you know?
Who's in the band? It's you, Millie on keys,
Millie started it.
Casey with the trumpet.
Casey with the trumpet.
Casey with the trumpets in your
yes.
band.
You could add Cash on with the dancing,
Cash
you know?
can
You
do
could have
the
Cash with the
dancing.
dancing.
You could do hot cross buns on the recorder. And
Yeah.
you could do like hot cross buns, hot cross buns.
I'm sure we can make it work, you know?
Well, that's all for this morning. We cannot wait to see the other half of the talent show tonight. Mason, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having
Will you
me.
come back to give your best Simon Cowell tomorrow?
Darling, if you guys will have me.
Always. And we're going to see who gets dumped as well.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God, that was
Any
interesting.
predictions?
Who do we think?
Any predictions? You first.
Helena and Blue.
Helena and Blue or Angel and Ty.
Helen and Blue or Angel and Ty.
Yeah.
But we'll see tonight.
And be sure to watch tonight's first look on YouTube and socials, and we'll be here again tomorrow morning.
See you then.
Bye.